This is one of the how-to videos for Soulcalibur. And yes, I know this is my Monster X nightmare, but yeah, I'm using up a lot of my slots just making these. So I'm going to edit this one. The one we're going to be doing today is a Makuta, or Teridax from the Bionicle series. The first ever non-Godzilla based nightmare version that I'm going to use. Like you can see, you can't really change anything but his arm, but his special equipment. And I really wish that you could just change his arm. I mean, that one works real good for a Makuta, but yeah. And the reason that if you're going to be making a Makuta, the reason you're going to want to use this version of Nightmare is because it has a very Makuta-ish vibe to it. He doesn't have a body inside of his armor, pretty much. He's pretty much just a big ball of gas, like the Makuta, like Teridax, like all Makuta and Teridax are. Plus, he's got that weird shadow energy that's coming out of his body, so yeah. The color you're going to want to make the armor, though, is going to be black. Oh, that looks really cool. I just noticed that. That looks really cool. Huh. If you're going to change the body color, then I suggest making it a 9. Wait. Dang it, doesn't show blue. Then I suggest using a very dark red. Because that color seems to work real good for Makuta. Or for the Makuta's shadow energy. Okay, yeah, the Soul Edge version you're probably going to want to use is going to be more of a dark Soul Edge version. Like the Soul Edge Final Form. If you've unlocked that, then you might want to use that Soul Edge version for the Makuta. But any other Soul Edge sword works just as well. Except for the squid. Yeah, the Soul Edge Player 1 works perfectly. Soul Edge Player 2 works good. The Claymore, well, not the Claymore. It looks more like a knight sword. The Napoleus sword works really well for this, because it even looks like, a giant, because the part where the handle starts looks a lot like a hand. And as you know, and if you're a Bionicle fan, you know that the Makuta have the power to create a hand out of shadow energy. So that fits the Makuta theme real well. In fact, it kind of looks like Venom took over a sword, too. The only few swords that I can think of that won't work too well for it, that sword works perfectly fine for this, is the Steel Paddle Sword. I don't think that one would work too well with the Makuta. Same thing for the Claymore and the Squid. I wonder what all types of... I wonder if this one can have hysterical strength. Dang it! Oh man, it's still Claymore. Dang it. But yeah, the sword that I suggest for this version is the Soul Edge Player 1 Final Form. If you don't have that one, then just use Soul Edge Player 1. The background you can change to be more of a... yeah. To be more of a place that you can tell evil people might live. Like here, or whatever whatever place that's called, or maybe even there. If I'm right, the first battle I ever officially used Makuta in was here. Now, this looks really good. It really does actually kind of look like it's the center of the Matoran universe. Looks real cool. And after Makuta sent Motunui to Barra Magna, he kind of took over the Matoran universe. So yeah, that works out real well. So yeah. That's how you make a Makuta. That's how you make Makuta in Soulcalibur.